So far we have learned about fractions. We learned about the definition of fractions. We learned the various type of fractions. We learned about how to add, subtract, multiply and divide fractions. We have also learned how to simplify fractions. So let's come to decimals. So decimals, we have already learned about decimal fractions. We learned that decimal fractions are fractions whose denominators are numbers such as 10, 100, 1000, etc. So therefore we can understand that decimal fractions are those fractions which can be easily converted into decimals. And these decimal fractions, when written in decimal form, are called as decimals. So we understand that decimal fractions, when we convert it to decimal form, we get decimal numbers, or simply we call it as decimals. For example, "7 by 10 can be written as 0.7. 27 by 1000 can be written as 0.027. So therefore, when we convert decimal fractions into decimal form, we get decimal numbers, or simply decimals. Now let us take up a decimal number and let us understand the various parts of a decimal number. Now here we have a decimal number. We have 25.365. This is how we read decimals. We read it as 25.365. Here we have a part which is before the decimal, and we have a part after the decimal. So let's draw a line here. The part which is before the decimal is called as whole number part, and the part which is after the decimal is called as the decimal part. So these are the two parts of decimal numbers. Now let us understand how to add, subtract, multiply and divide decimal numbers. Suppose we have two numbers such as we want to add them. So what we'll do is we'll write 0.2. Now always write numbers in such a way so that the decimals are in the same vertical line. So I've written 3.63 and 0.2. So here we have 3. 6 plus 2 gives you 8. So the ultimate answer is 3.83. Similarly, when we have subtraction, we have 4.62 minus 0.356. So we'll write it as, we want to subtract. Now there is no number here, add a 0. Now what we'll do is we'll carry 1 from here. This will become 10. This is 1 here, again carry 1 here. This will become 5. 5 minus 3 will give you 2. And ultimately you'll get 4.264 as the answer. So this is how we'll add decimals, and this is how we'll subtract decimal. Now let us come to multiplication of decimals. Now, whenever we multiply decimal numbers with numbers such as 100, 10, 1000, etc., do not multiply. Move the decimals. Now, what happens is the decimal will move to as many places depending upon the number of zeros. For example, when we multiply 0.365 with 100, the decimal will move to the right. Now, since 100 has 2 zeros, so decimal will move to the right to 2 places. So here we have, it will move 2 places. Your ultimate answer will be 36.5. So in this case, whenever you want to multiply with numbers such as 10, 100, 1000, etc., do not multiply, just shift the decimals to the right to as many places depending upon the number of zeros. So here we have 4.36 into 10. Again, the decimal will move 1 place to the right because we are multiplying with 10. So your ultimate answer will become 43.6. Similarly, in case of division of decimals, whenever we want to divide with numbers such as 10, 100, 1000, etc., don't divide. You will shift the decimals, and here the decimal will shift to the left to as many places depending upon the number of zeros. For example, if we have here we have 4.36 divided by 10. So here the decimal will move 1 place to the left. So ultimate answer will be 0.436. Here we are dividing 283 with 100. So we assume that the decimal is here. It will move 2 places to the left, and the ultimate answer will be 2.83. So this is how we multiply with numbers such as 110, and this is how we multiply with numbers such as we divide with numbers such as 110. Suppose we have any other number other than 10, 100, then what we'll do? For example, we have 2.5 and 3.6. Now first what we'll do is we'll multiply 25 with 36. Ignore the decimal first. Take this number as 25 and 36. Now let us multiply. So if we multiply 25 with 36, we get 900. So we'll write 900 here. Then what we'll do is we'll count the number of decimal places. Here we have 1 decimal place, and here also we have 1 decimal place. So total 1 plus 1 becomes 2. So ultimately in the answer you will put 2 decimal place. For here it will become 9.00, or your answer will become simply 9. I repeat, when you multiply with decimal numbers, first what you'll do is ignore the decimals, multiply the numbers. Here we have 25 and 36, we multiplied, we got 900. Now let's count the decimal places. Here we have 1 decimal place, here also we have 1 decimal place, so total becomes 2. So in the answer you'll put 2 decimal places. So this is how we'll multiply. Now let's come to division. We have 25 divided by 0.5. So what we'll do is, it's difficult to divide 25 with 0.5. Now we can write this number also this way. Now in this case what we'll do is, since the divisor is a decimal number, we'll try to change it into a whole number. So in order to change 0.5 into a whole number, we'll multiply with 10. Similarly, 25 also needs to be multiplied with 10 to maintain the balance. So here, what we have done is, we have changed 0.5 into a whole number by multiplying with 10, and similarly, we also have to multiply 25 with 10. So here we'll get 250 divided by 5, and if we divide, we'll get 50 as the answer. So this is the method of multiplication and division of decimal numbers. I hope you can solve the other problems, and I hope you can work it out. If you will, in the next video, we'll discuss about, we'll take up more problems and we'll discuss in details. Thank you.